أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على خير خلقه محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين. Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What do we know about the Fatimid Dynasty? Who were the people who reigned for approximately 2 centuries in Egypt in the name of Lady Fatima alayhi salam? Yes. So we are talking about Al-Khilafah Al-Fatimiyya or Al-Sulal Al-Fatimiyya, which means that a group of rulers who managed to run a state in Egypt, not only in Egypt, in North Africa, because it covered Morocco, Tunisia, and some other parts of North Africa. Anyway, indeed, we have to go back to the 6th Imam, Ja'far ibn Muhammad al-Sadiq, alayhi salam. The eldest son of Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq alayhi salam was Ismail, but Ismail died in the lifetime of his father. History tells us, and it is authentic narrations to be found everywhere, that the Imam Ja'far ibn Muhammad al-Sadiq walked in the funeral procession of his son Ismail. In more than once, the Imam uncovered the face of Ismail and took witnesses from the Wali, the governor of Medina, to say, look, this is Ismail who died. However, some of the followers of Ahlul Bayt, not knowing the real concept of imamah, not knowing that still the 6th Imam is alive and he is the authority, he is the one from the progeny of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala honored and combined their obedience to his obedience. So this is Imam Sadiq. So what? His son died, rahmatullahi alayhi. That's it. But unfortunately, some people mistakenly thought that, because he was the oldest son of the Imam, he should be the Imam. With full respect to all, we are analyzing the fact. So, after Ismail, his son Muhammad became the leader or the Imam of the Ismailis. And the grandson of Muhammad, son of Ismail, son of Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq alayhi salam, managed to leave Medina and migrate to Egypt. So, here we see that they started in the name of Lady Fatima alayhi salam. So, Fatima al-Zahra, as the only daughter of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, who was honored in the Ayat al-Tathir, in the Mubahala, and in many other narrations, to be Sayyidati Nisa al-Alameen. Alright? Now, after the name of this great lady, peace be upon her and her progeny, so they managed to rule. They run the state, and exactly 1 year after establishing such state, i.e. in the year 359 after Hijrah, they started building Al-Jami' Al-Azhar, the oldest mosque or hawza or seminary, we can call it, for teaching Islamic studies, jurisprudence, hadith, and other similar subjects. So again, Al-Azhar is taken from the name of Lady Fatima Salamullah alayha, Fatima Zahra. So, brothers and sisters, Al-Jami' Al-Azhar, and the greatest Mufti of Egypt, sometimes they call him Sheikh Al-Jami' Al-Azhar, some other times Al-Imam, like nowadays, for example, the title is Al-Imam, or the highest person who represents the understanding, officially, the understandings of Islam according to the Sunni madhab. We find them in Cairo, Al-Qahira, and Sheikh Al-Jami' Al-Azhar. Yes, here we have to remember that this dynasty continued after a person called Ubaidillah al-Mahdi, as I said, grandson of Muhammad, son of Ismail, son of Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq alayhi salam. Ubaidillah al-Mahdi is the founder of this Fatimid dynasty in Cairo. Then it came down to his sons, one after another, and all of them tried to spread the love of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam to the right of Imam Ali and Lady Fatima, who by many politicians of their times tried to hide the fact, tried to ignore the merits and distinctions of Imam Ali alayhi salam and his role. Okay? So they continued in Cairo or in whole Egypt to spread Islam and to support the line of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. Brothers and sisters, it is good for you to know that there are 3 shrines or 3 very important buildings, let's call them, who are sacred, who are highly respected by all people in Egypt. One is Maqam Ra's al-Hussein alayhi salam, the shrine where narrations say that after the tragedy of Karbala, after what happened to the captives from Ahlul Bayt in Damascus by Yazid, people who were followers of Ahlul Bayt managed to take the respected and honored head of the Imam Hussein alayhi salam, the master of the martyrs, to Cairo. However, whether it was really have taken place or not, it was and still one of the highly respected centers, shrines in Cairo. As I remember, sometimes the dignitaries and even the president of Egypt, when wanted to conduct the marriage of his daughter, they did it in that shrine as the blessing, getting the blessing of the Imam Hussein alayhi salam and the name of Imam Hussein. Recently, a very good renovation was made to this Maqam Ra's al-Hussein alayhi salam. There is another place called As-Sayyida Zainab alayhi salam, and many people go there to pay their homage and respect to Lady Zainab Salamullah alayha, daughter of Lady Fatima, who joined her brother Imam Hussein alayhi salam in the whole journey from Medina to Karbala to Kufa, then to the Syria, the Damascus, yeah, and all that again that place is known for people going there asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala His blessings, because that place is under the name of Lady Zainab alayhi salam. After her name, they see that there is a source of barakah and blessing for those who go to offer their prayers and asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for forgiveness or communicating with Allah. And the third one, as once I had the opportunity to mention this is Maqam al-Sayyida Nafisa, granddaughter of Imam Hassan alayhi salam, who memorized the Quran, and it is narrated that 6,000 times she recited the Quran from the beginning to the end, and still there are people who consider this third shrine as a source of blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. However, when we talk about the rulers, such as the Fatimites or the Ismailis, who managed to run the state for approximately 200 years there, and that was something very, very nice to encourage people to love Ahlul Bayt, to remember them. And that is why we see many scholars from Al-Azhar who really declare that if you want to get the pristine teachings of Islam, you have to go to the path of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. By the way, one of famous sheikhs of Al-Azhar, the greatest ulama of Al-Azhar, and that was Sheikh Mahmoud Shaltut, approximately 67 years ago, issued a fatwa bravely to say that to follow the madhab of Ahlul Bayt is acceptable, is valid, and one is free to move from one madhab to another. This was at the time of Sheikh Mahmoud Shaltut and the time of great marja of the Shia Ayatollah Burujirdi, rahmatullahi alayh. And later on, we saw many ulama from Al-Azhar. I remember in 1974 when Sheikh Muhammad al-Faham, again the great Mufti of Al-Azhar, visited Iran, and we had the opportunity to welcome him and his colleagues in Mashhad, in the office of my late grandfather Ayatollah Milani, where it was a very good, nice opportunity to discuss and debate and reach some sort of harmonious way in dealing with all madhahib, recognizing the madhab of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. Brothers and sisters, during the Ayyam of Fatimiyya, the season for remembering and commemorating the martyrdom of Lady Fatima Salamullah alayha, I thought that we shed a light on this dynasty and the name of Lady Fatima to be on the top of the title of this dynasty and the mosque, Al-Jami' Al-Azhar, and all other related issues. However, we know that later on, after Al-Mustansir Lidinillah Al-Fatimi, one of these kings or khulafa of that time, when he died, there was a rift between two of his sons, Nizar and Musta'li. So those who come from Al-Musta'li are known nowadays as Bohoras, and those who are from the line of Nizar are known to be the Agha Khanis. So what I want to conclude with is that it is good to know about the name of Lady Fatima, the eloquence of Lady Fatima, the speech of Lady Fatima that she delivered at the mosque of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the fight to explain to everybody the position of Imam Ali alayhi salam as the divine leader who was appointed by her father Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and in the end to learn from her and to know that the savior of the time, Imam Mahdi, may Allah hasten his reappearance, is really from the descendants and progeny of Lady Fatima salamullah alayha. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.